Have you ever had a time when you're a bit stressed out? Hi, how you doing? If you haven't done already, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell so you get all the notifications from when a new video drops. So, today's word of the week is the word FANTOD. And the word FANTOD means an emotional outburst. Have you ever had a time when you're a bit stressed out? So what I want you to do is just take a second to think about what you've heard and what we've read. And I want you to think about, what do you think the writer is trying to convey through this poem? Okay. Yes.
Like, is he trying to do the gun lean? Yes, sir, because it says here, like, to the right, to the left.
No, I don't think that's what the writer's trying to convey. I see where you're going with it, but I don't think that's what he's trying to convey. Yes.
Is it like talking about like he's got a gang, like his ops are against him?
No. I don't think that's what the writer's trying to convey either. And it's kind of similar to what he said over here. I think what you need to do is look at the actual text, look at the actual poem, remember when it was set, and just want you to think for a sec. What do you think he's trying to convey?
So is it like talking about like war?
Yes, excellent, well done. So thinking about what Johnny has just said just now, what do you think he was trying to convey? Yes.
Is it like he's trying to do the gunning?
No, this is not about gunning. It's not about gunning. It's not a song about gunning. Okay? There were no guns. He wasn't leaning. There is no gun. It's not about drill. It's not about ops. It's not about gunning. Okay?
Why he went mad? Why is there shouting, man?
Sorry about that, class.
So you need to chill out.
Maybe you're a teacher, maybe you're a student, maybe you're just a busy parent. Whatever you do, it is sometimes possible to get yourself a little bit overwhelmed, to get a bit stressed. Here are 4 things that I find really helpful whenever I find myself getting overwhelmed.
Number 1.
Get away. And by get away, I'm not necessarily talking about going on holiday, although that can be included, but more about the idea of just breaking up the monotony or breaking up the same routine. Just literally going and spending a few days with some friends in a different place, or going and seeing some family somewhere else, or even just taking a break from what you're doing and going for a walk. A change of scenery can often be really helpful in terms of changing your perspective and changing your outlook. You know, I always find it really helpful to be near like big bodies of water, so like going to like the seaside or going for a walk in the park and being, I don't know, something about being outdoors and being around things that are bigger than me sometimes helps me to just get a sense of my place in the world, if that makes sense. Sometimes a change of scenery can be really helpful in terms of helping you get some perspective.
Number 2.
Get perspective. And by get perspective, what I mean is the idea of putting things into perspective. Sometimes when you're in it and you're on the grind, you can be so absorbed by the thing that you're doing that you lose all sense of perspective, and you can be overwhelmed by the task at hand and lose sight of some of the more important things of life. And so for me, I'll read a psalm, I'll pray, I'll meditate, I'll have some time where I just get some time to think and put everything into perspective, because this life that we have on this earth is really, really short. We have responsibilities, we have tasks that we have to do, the rest of it, but it's having a perspective that helps you see that in the right light.
Number 3.
Get around. And by get around, what I'm talking about is being around your loved ones, being around friends, being around people who care about you, who love you just for being you. Sometimes we can be in a position of responsibility or a role that we kind of do, and very much the people that are that you have interactions with often want something from you. But I think it's really important to make sure you're spending time with those people who love you and who care for you, who don't necessarily want anything from you other than just to be with you. Just being around loved ones can really just boost your mood and make you feel very grateful and thankful for all of, for the many blessings that you have in the shape of your loved ones.
Number 4.
Get organized. By get organized, what I mean is make a list of the things that you need to do, and sometimes just the process of putting things down on a piece of paper can be really helpful to help you know what you need to do and to prioritize and to work out what is a priority and what isn't. What can be done, what has to be done now and what can be done later. What can be delegated, what can be dropped completely, because often we can feel really overwhelmed by our lists, by the things that we have to do, and actually when we get down to the process of actually looking at what needs to be done, it's not as overwhelming as it seems, particularly once you've got it written down, once you've captured everything that needs to be done, and then you can start the process of starting to work your way through it. Hopefully this video has been helpful. If it has been, share it, like it, comment, let me know what you find helpful when you're stressed out and how you kind of manage stress. If you're a teacher watching this, remember you do an amazing job and you're helping to build and change the lives of many young people. So get some rest. Speak to you soon. Peace.